Hi all, welcome to another RossPerry Productions video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace the front rotors and remove and replace the front calipers on a 2007 Mitsubishi 380. As you can see from my current disc rotors, there are high spots that have gone shiny, and this is creating a juddering when you're actually braking from high speed or if you're constant braking downhill. So I've got my new rotors here, and I'm going to show you how to swap those over. I'll also show you how to remove and replace the brake pads. Okay guys, first things first, maybe teaching some of you to suck eggs here, but loosen off each of the wheel nuts one turn whilst the car's still on the floor. Okay guys, next stage, get your jack out of the boot of your 380. It's on the right hand side, it's actually in a compartment on its own. So it should be a jack like that, with a small black bag. Inside the black bag you have the wheel nut lever and also this contraption here. What you do with this is you put the hook through like that, and then you see that hole in the side there, put that in and over, and then you actually turn that like a lever. Okay, so we get our jack and we position it just under here. You see two notches there and there. Just want to raise that up, make sure it's securely in there, use our lever and turn away. What we're looking for is to just get that wheel off the floor. So just looking for the wheel to come up about that much. Now we've forward the wheel fully. Okay, now we're going to take the wheel off completely and we're going to slide it under the car as an extra bit of protection just in case the jack slips. Okay, I'm now going to show you how to get these brake pads out. Very simple. 12mm spanner on the back nut there, just at the top. You actually need an 18mm spanner, but I don't have that, so I'm using an adjustable. Withdraw the bolt fully. Just looks like that. Take your adjustable off. That actually allows the caliper to slide freely away from the brake, removing the pads. Now for this example, I'm just going to be replacing the rotors. Then if that solves the problem, I'll actually replace the pads at a later date. There's the rear pad. So if we was to just go and put some new pads in there, we'd get a G-clamp on both of these pistons, send them home, put the new pads on, rotate back up, back together, and that's all we need to do. For now, I'll put this back in, but we're actually going to go ahead and remove the caliper fully. Okay, now to remove the caliper, there's a 17mm bolt at the top here and at the bottom there of the caliper. I'm just going to remove those now. Okay. Okay, to store the caliper out of the way, I've just tucked it up there. Okay, now to get the rotor off itself, make sure you have it neutral and the car's not going to go anywhere. Wedge the back wheels if you need to. I've just got the handbrake on and we're on quite a flat surface here. You need it so you can be able to turn this by hand. So you're just going to get a hammer, get behind it, get a tap, turn, tap, turn, tap, turn. There you go. There we go, that's our rotor off. You can actually see there's some heat marks here where it's been in some stress. And I'm sure this must be warped. It can be warped the tiniest bit and it'll actually make quite a big difference to your braking. Next thing, line this up with the new disc. Make sure you've got the correct size, correct thickness. This is my new disc here, so seems good. Seems good. You might want to take this opportunity to clean all of the threads and clean around the hub. Mine's not too bad, yours may be a little bit worse. Get the new rotor, slide it all the way on as far as you can go, make sure it centres, and that's it, we're ready to start putting the caliper and pads back on. It's always easier to get the top bolt in first. Get your bottom bolt. Get your socket or spanner, whichever you prefer. The way I feel with brakes is you can never really have them too tight. They don't need to move, and any bit that they do need to do, they've got rubbers for. Undo the retaining bolt at the top, which will allow the caliper to split. And that's down. Now, I'm putting the same pads back in. However, if you was putting new pads back in, you need to put these pistons back further. What you're going to do is you're going to open the bonnet, take the reservoir cap off of the brake fluid, and then when you push these back, it just allows that brake fluid to rise again. Get my pads back in. If you want to see an example of pushing these pistons back, please look at my other videos. I've done a Ford XR6, similar brakes, where I push the two pistons back. Okay, we'll slide our caliper back over. Get our retaining bolt. Remembering to hold this back nut. Again, as tight as you can. Move that. Ready to put our wheel back on. Right, do them up hand tight, lower the car down, and then we'll go and put as much as we can on those. And there we go, job complete. Got our new rotors on there and we're ready to go test drive. Do make sure you do the other side exactly the same, there's no differences. Feel free to contact me if you have any problems. Please subscribe to my channel, give me the thumbs up if you like what I'm doing, if you found it helpful. Be much appreciated.